So I've been getting a lot of questions recently asking about the afterlife and how I can explain what I believe happens when we die. So I thought that I would make myself a little snack here with my pomegranate and talk about that. So one of the best ways that I can explain what I like to call heaven, what a lot of you guys call heaven, or just how do we explain that to our humanness? So there's this old parable. It's a twin parable, and it is talking about two babies being in their mother's womb, and they are, little fetuses living their best life, floating around in there, having a good old time. And one of the twins says to the other one, I cannot wait to be born. I cannot wait to see what's out there, see what, all those sounds and all those foods mom's been eating look like and smell like, and I just can't wait to see the wonder of the world. And the other twin goes, why on earth would you want to do that? Like, everything is perfect in here. We get everything that we need. It's cozy, it's warm. Our food is provided. Everything is wonderful here. Why on earth would you ever want to go anywhere else? And lo and behold, 9 months later, the babies are born, whether they like it or not. And the twin who was excited to join the world looks at their brother and says, look at all of this. Look at all of this. Smell all of this. Touch all of this. Can you believe how wonderful the world is? When we were inside mom's utero, we had no idea what it was going to look like, smell like, taste like, sound like. But here we are, and how beautiful is that? And the other twin says, yeah, I guess I just couldn't imagine what it would be. And I wanted to share that parable because I think it really correlates to the afterlife. It's hard for us little human beings to find the words, right, of what is energy, what is life force, what is chi, what is praying, what is manifesting, setting a mantra, sending good vibes, all of this stuff. To me, that's all the same thing. When we die, we go back into our light bodies. And I've had a near-death experience myself where I was pronounced dead. I was in a horrible car accident. I was in a coma for almost a month. And there was no pain. There was no suffering. I did have a consciousness, I guess I should say. I knew that I was not in my physical body, but in my light body. And I was kind of just hovering above myself and watching the doctors and the nurses. I could also be where my parents were, which was miles and miles and states away. I could see them. I could feel them. I could be with them. I felt more connected and oneness with the universe, with God, with higher power, whatever you want to call it. And as a death doula, I watch people die every day. I help them labor out. And a lot of the family is scared, just like everybody is scared of dying, or I was scared of dying before I died and saw how wonderful it was. And I had no desire to come back into my physical body. I see us all as energy, as our light bodies. That's what we are in our original state, where you can kind of be everything, everywhere, all at once. And we are interdimensional beings. We can lean into this or we can be terrified of it. I find a lot of peace and comfort knowing that our soul is eternal. And it's like, I guess it's kind of like, how do I explain this? See, this is the thing. We don't really have words in our language to describe it. So that's what religion has done. Religion does its very, very best to describe heaven, hell, demons, angels, all of the things. I can tell you for a fact angels are real. I see them all of the time coming to collect their loved ones. I am also comforted by the fact that the individuals that are laboring out of life and can still speak oftentimes tell me that their mother or their father or their deceased husband or a pet that has passed away decades ago is right there in the room with him. I am clairvoyant. I have been my whole life. And I used to be scared of that. I didn't really know what that gift was for. I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it until I discovered Reiki, until I became attuned and became able to communicate through that life force energy and remove my humanness, remove my ego. That's really the thing that I want you to take away from. When we die, our ego is gone. It's only love. Like, you are just in warm love that is light. And whether you want to call it the great creator, the universe, God, higher power, that is where the source derives from. And it's just so much bigger than we can ever imagine. So I want you guys to take that twin parable with you as you're living your life. And we are in this world, and we are those tiny babies in utero, you know. I want you to have wonder about it. I want you to be curious, but I don't want you to be scared. I don't think there's anything to be scared of when we die. And I really hope that helps alleviate any of your fears or worries about the afterlife.